Hello everybody, my name is Rhiannon and thank you for coming back to my channel. I am in cosmetology school and I aspire to be a nail technician, and today we are going to be doing an ombre with a vertical ombre with some bright colors. I'm using Youngnails Synergy Gel Base Coat for this, and you can really use any base coat that you have. So I'm just applying that from cuticle to free edge. I've got this color here. It's called Vivid Pink from Quick Dip that I got from Sally's. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my old eyeshadow makeup brush into the color and then just sprinkle it, concentrating it mostly on this side. And then as I get closer to the center of the nail, I'm going to bring the eyeshadow brush up a little bit higher and tap a little bit lighter, so I get a nice little sprinkle there in the middle. So whichever color you're starting with is the one that you want to be more precise with, because the pigment that falls first is the pigment that is going to show up whenever you come back in with the next color. You don't have to worry as much because it's not going to cover the first color that you put on there, if that makes sense. I hope that it does. So now I'm gonna take this is Grape from Quick Dip that I also got from Sally's, and I'll take that same eyeshadow brush, and see, I'm not being nearly as careful. I'm just sort of piling it on, and then I'll dump all of that off and cure it in the light for 30 full seconds. Here I'm going to use this little flashlight. It's actually very handy, especially for the practice hand. Instead of trying to get that whole hand inside of a regular light, I can use this little LED flashlight that I got off of Amazon, and I'll dip that down. It's still early, guys. I'll leave that. I'll link for it in the description as well. So this is actually pretty repetitive. You do the same thing over and over. This time I'll start with purple instead of the pink, and I'll just keep going back and forth until I get the opacity that I like. These two colors in particular are so dark. I could have just gone through 2 times and been done. I think I go a little bit further than that just to give you the full effect, show you what it could look like. But this is the vertical ombre, and it's relatively easy to do, and I think it's absolutely stunning. I had a customer come in yesterday who said that she did dip powder on her own nails at home, and I had been thinking about trying to switch more to some different things than what I normally do. I actually broke a nail for the first time in the longest yesterday, and I had already been thinking about cutting mine off and doing something shorter, trying something fresh. So this is my sign. So my next video that I do, I'm gonna go ahead and chop them off and probably do some dip powder on there instead. Try something a little bit different. Of course, if you have any requests, please leave them in the comments, and I will be happy to try anything new, or nails are fun, so I'd love to do some more nail art with you guys. The only thing about this powder here, the Vivid Pink, is that it is so pigmented that it really got on everything. I mean, you can see on my towel, it stained my towel. Even after I clean off the brush as good as I can and I dip it into the purple, it still contaminates the purple. So I actually got these these new things off of Amazon that I'll be using from now on. They were actually pretty inexpensive, and they're called Makeup Brush Cleaner Series 3 seconds color off, and it's just like this little sponge thing inside of a tin can that you wipe your makeup brush on in circles, and it's supposed to clean it off really well. So I went ahead and bought one of those, and like I said, it was only like $3 for 2 of them. So that'll definitely come in handy, especially if I'm gonna start incorporating more dip powder into my nail routine. See, this is where you see it really get into the powder, but I figure, hey, it's already purple, that tiny bit of pink isn't going to hurt it, so I just stir it in, because I tried to get it out a little bit, but it wasn't working. And then right after I went through all that work trying to get it out the first time, I accidentally did that, so I was like, you know what, oh well. Yesterday at school I got to do basically a balayage, and I've done a balayage once before, but it didn't really turn out because it just didn't lighten very much. You couldn't tell that much of a difference. So the first one I did turned out okay, but the one that I did last night, the lady who came in had super black hair, and my teacher kind of seemed hesitant about whether or not we would be able to get her any lighter at all. I don't know why he was so hesitant, but we went ahead and tried anyway, and it lightened so much and it looked so pretty, and I think that she liked it a lot. So hopefully, we talked about her coming back in a couple weeks and trying to do just a full platinum card and getting all of her hair brighter and lighter like that. So I'm actually really excited to do that for her. She was super sweet. So a service like that will take a long time, and sometimes it's nerve-wracking to get a really long service like that, especially if the person that you're, whose hair you're doing is unpleasant. So I hope she does come in on a Saturday and I can spend all day doing her hair and just hang out with her instead of getting a bunch of random people that I don't know. That's the scariest part about doing the cosmetology thing, I think, is working with strangers, because I already get some social anxiety. Let me know if you're the same way. When I was younger, I never cared, about what people thought of me very much. I was outgoing and I was fun, and now that I'm older, I'm just nervous, and I don't really know how to explain it, but I just feel stupid after I talk. I feel like everything that I say, people are kind of judging me, or everyone thinks that I'm stupid, and I guess there's no really reason for me to feel that way. Nobody's mean to me or anything, but for some reason I just I don't know, I just do. So I really keep to myself and I stay quiet. So doing cosmetology school is definitely bringing me a little bit more out of my comfort zone. So with filing, I already did the top coat when I got all of the different colors on there, and I had the look that I was going for. I cleaned it off, and then I put a layer of top coat on, and then I filed it, around the edges. I filed it on the top, made sure it was completely smooth, and that's what that top layer of, it wasn't top coat, it was base coat that I put on there, took off the sticky, and then filed. And I used that to encapsulate the design so that whenever you file, you don't end up messing up that blend at all. It makes it a nice, smooth surface. And now I'm taking the no wipe top coat over the entire surface, and then I'll cure that for a full 60 seconds, and then that's it. So whenever I watched other people online do these vertical ombres, I thought that it was intimidating. I didn't even attempt to do it myself because I always feel like, oh, they always make it look so easy, you know, but it really is easy. It does take a little bit of time and patience, but this was easy to do and actually pretty fun. So, and usually you don't do it on all your nails anyways, you know, so give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you want me to try anything different. Let me know if you tried this and how it turned out for you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and feel free to subscribe and like and put anything in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I appreciate your time, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next one. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.